Okay. All right, we're going to take, first thing first is going up in our calves. Good morning. We're going to do a little calf first, and our arms are lifting. So we're doing some strengthening. When you lift up with your calf raise, with your heel raise, your knees are soft. So you're never locking them backwards. It's like you're going to be aware that you have a cushion in your knees here and also throughout your day when you're standing. Now the breath may start to get a little fuller. And one other thing with our calf raises, each toe has equal weight. We're making sure that we don't go out to the pinky toe all by itself. We're not letting the ankles kick out to the side. Really good. And 2 and 1. Now you can take a single calf raise here, or you can do this doubles again. This is going to be for 10 reps. Your knee is soft. Up. 4, good. And this is so nice to control on the way up and on the way down. 6, so you're not just slamming the heel back down to the ground with gravity. You are in control. We're going to take 10 on the other side. Go up. And 2. And 3. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. One more set of singles and then we'll switch it up. So go up, up, up. 4, knee soft. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now let's try the other. Going up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. And then let's take a dynaband. So grab your dynaband or your elastic tubing. We'll start with a pull down. So let your hands be pretty wide. You're going to pull your exhale. You're going to pull your arms down with your exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to do 5 more. 11, 12. Now that was 15. So we're going to take the band behind our back and go forward with your exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now we're going to take the band underneath our heels. The bicep curl is it, so you can hold your hands however, help your wrists be comfortable. You could do a supination palm up, or if you prefer a hammer. 2, your knees are soft here too. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now let's take just a little bit of a stretch here. Take the arms up and behind slightly. See how there's a little stretch in the chest and the shoulders. Breathe into that stretch. Take another inhale. Exhale, let that go. Step on your band again. Heels in the middle. Go out with your elbows. Yes, upright row, knees soft, neck soft. 4, good. 5, you can keep those wrists in line with the forearms to avoid any extra tension. 7, or the best you can, yeah, 8, so you're not forcing them vertical. 9, 10, 5 more, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now we're gonna let the handle go on one side, move the band over on the other. We're gonna go out and to a T, but let's say, oh, I made it a little too tight. You just move your heel over, no problem. 4, this should feel like the shoulder. 5 is working. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the other side. Take the heel on, open up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 3. Good. 4, 5, 6. This should feel like the front shoulder. 7, but you do have a little tone right here. 8 near the ribs to keep the ribs pulled down for the back safety. Now take your hand, one hand behind you at the head area, one hand at the low back area. You're going to press up and 2, knees are soft. Grab more if you don't have enough tension. 4, I'm going to move in for this one so you can make sure to see me. 5, really well. 6, good, and the ribs are down a little. 7, 8, 9. You can lengthen that elbow all the way if you can, Betty. Yeah, see if that's okay. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now we're going to switch the hand. Take the other hand low. Press up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Triceps. 13, 14, and 15. Now take that band behind and hold a place that feels amazing. And this will feel good after long hikes too. This sort of back, you're gonna go back and forth. Feels good after work shift, working in the yard, front shoulders, chest. Inhale, good. I like how the arms are long. If you need more room, what you do is just pull the band a little bit so that your arms have some range of motion throughout. Let's do one more stretch back here in a place that feels releasing. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let that down for a little bit. Just shake it out. You can even do that little one that's like your arm sleeves are drying, blowing in the wind on a hanging line, a clothesline. We're gonna grab a sip if you need it, and then we're gonna take 2 smaller weights. I'd say 3, 4s, or 5s. 3, 4s, or 5s. I'm gonna tilt my screen up just the tiniest bit. Okay, take those arms out with the weights like a T. Take 5 more if you can, and then just check your knees, check your neck. I'm cueing us for the muscles that should be working, and then we're trying to release the muscles that shouldn't be working. Now leave your hands low. Lift up both heels. You have a little extra weight now with your body, and you're adding on the calf raise with this extra weight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Now open up just a little wider, and just take a very safe squat for you. Your heels could go back. Your heels could get heavy. Your glutes will go back. And weight torso up. So lift up the chest a little bit more, Betty, as you go down. So you're still lifted. Pretend there's a flashlight from your sternum, and the flashlight just runs down the wall in front of you and doesn't face the floor. Good. Exhale. Now you can feel the heart rate getting up on these. Just take 2 more. Exhale. All right, we're going to stand. Now the arms are on the thighs for a moment. The hands are facing the thighs. Knees soft. Pull forward with your exhale. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now keep going. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now we're going to lower the weights down. Keep them close, but lower them down. And then take the fingers at your lower back area and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go up and over, and a little rotation here. It's just like a little dynamic stretch. Breathe, and then go over and breathe. And then release. Good job. Now we're going to take the same 5-pound weights, and we're going to put them, I'm going to get in close, put them so they touch, or 2, 3, or 4, or 5 is fine, okay? Put them kind of, touching, and lift up by lengthening your elbows. So you see how that's similar to the tricep we did, there you go, Betty, with the band. Neck is soft. 5, knees are soft. 6, 7, 8. Really important for falls. If we are to fall, the tricep is usually what catches us. It also helps get us out of low chairs. Straighten if you can. Breathing. 2, 1. Lower that down with care. Good. And take one arm across, and we're just kind of mixing up some movement in the joints. And then let's take it to the other side. Mix up some movement in the joints. Good. While we're here, let's just take a little wrist. And if you're using hike and pulls on your cardio activity, this is nice after having used the pulls. All right, we're going to do an overhead press with a small weight. So probably a 2, maybe a 3, maybe a 4, maybe a 5, maybe a 6, somewhere in there. Because we have 1 in each hand. Push and then bend with care. You got it. And Michelle, you don't mind kneeling either. Yeah. So yeah, I kind of am happy kneeling. So I'm just showing both. You can also do this seated if you ever need it in a chair. 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to lower that down. Take a moment to interlace your fingers at the low back. You're going to lift up your shoulders. Neck is soft. 5, Now we're gonna take a heavier weight. We're gonna be doing some bicep curls. So you might be using a heavier weight. If you don't have one, it's okay just to do more. Let me go get mine though. Now mix it up so you can do either standing, kneeling. Yeah, I'm gonna stand just for this one because my arms are long and the weights will sometimes hit the floor unless I'm up on my shins. 3. Now you can do hammer or supination. Chest is open, so you notice my shoulders don't roll forward. And 15. All right, keep your weights handy. I'm going to tilt the screen down a little bit and bring it a bit closer for seated. And you can as well grab a sip if you want. All right. Okay, grabbing a sip. Getting a band around our feet, 1 or 2 bands. Legs out long. You're going to be wrapping, making them like an X. So make it like an X. Exhale and pull. 2. A row. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now you're going to be taking an external rotation on this next one. So you will cross it like an X, elbows by your side, and they stay there. You open up, I'm going to turn so you can see me, you open up just the forearms. Yeah. Perfect. Exhaling. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 11, 12, 13, 14. Now this is going to add on. We're going right into a reverse fly. Right into it. Good. Neck is soft. Rear shoulder. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Really good. Now we're going to take a stretch. Lift up one hand, and it's called the rack. These are, hands are light on the floor. Hands are light on the floor. Soften the elbows. Lift up. Breathing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Doesn't that feel so nice? Inhale. And then exhale. This is for the hands. Put your palms together and then just lower, lower, lower until the palms separate. Now release. We're going to take this band around our feet again. Lean back in a little scooped out ab crunch. So notice if you have some ab tone, then bend your elbows. Yeah. Now the way to make it harder for your biceps is to lift your elbows a little, or to make it easier, you can lower a little, or you can lean back a little further. But mostly make sure your neck's safe, which everybody looks good. Your gaze is probably at those toes. You got it, Michelle. That looks good. That little knee bend or softness helps your low back articulate better. So very well done. I have dark green pants on and my matte green, but there is a little knee bend here. All right. We're going to be sitting up, and I'm going to face you just so you can see. Palms almost touching the floor. There, it's like you're making this V. I'm wide V, but I just am wide because I don't want to hit the floor. So I'm just barely, yeah. Lat press. Now your triceps are keeping your elbows long. So you're going to feel triceps and lats, rear shoulders as well. I like to accent the back body because it needs more work than the front body because our eyes are forward and everything in life is forward. So this is going to complement all those posture muscles and healthy shoulder. You can let go of that. We are going to do another hand stretch, so I'm just going to show you the fingers. See how this is the top of my hand? Fingers pull under. Let this hand pull it under. Now drop the shoulder just in case it lifted. That should feel amazing. And Betty, if you want more stretch, grab the lower part of your finger and pull that under so you can get a little more stretch. Now the other hand, you pull the fingers under towards the underside. Now we are going to switch it, so let the palm of your hand, needed that. Wow. You know I like hands and feet because they do so much for us, but they don't get much attention. Should feel good for. Now this hand position of prayer is going to be behind us and walk it up the back. I'm going to turn so you can see what I mean. So your palms are together. Can you see it? 5, chest open. 4. Before we add on, we'll take this one, cow face. And this one, cow face. So we want a great blend of strength and flexibility. We want to be like an animal in the wild, strong, agile, elastic or pliant, healthy, springy fascia, flexible. Good. And we're going to do the one where you hold hands and just move your wrists. So this is just a nice one. It sounds like putting lotion on your carpals. Very good. We got it. Now I'm going to offer, if you want to sip, take a sip. I'm going to offer that you either take one heavier weight or 2 lighter weights. One heavier weight is where I'd like to go with it just to change it up. So like let's say a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The weight goes behind you when you press up. And then now we had 2 before, so we're just kind of changing it up. 1. Yeah, 1 weight only. But it's okay if you have 2 weights. Just use what you have. Good. And then let that down. Good. Interlace again, lift the arms. We're going to be doing a lying down on the floor chest press here in a moment. So what you'll be doing is lying down with your feet flat, kind of like we're going to do a bridge, but we're not going to do a bridge. And then you're going to press the arms up. That's right, Betty. I may do the same. I may just tilt this down just a tiny. Yeah. So both hand weights, 1 hand per hand. Your head's on the floor. Now you're going to be doing, it's almost like a kiss of the weights at the top, and then you bend the elbows, and then kiss the weights at the top, bend the elbows, kiss, 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 kiss. Now, just check your ribs are still on the floor. Your feet are on the floor to help that. And we're going to carefully lower the weights down, and we're going to take a full body stretch. And in that full body stretch, you can act like it's almost like you're climbing a ladder. One hip goes high and then the other. One arm reaches past the other. One foot past the other. Go ahead and move your ankles and your toes. Good. All right, now we're going to do another chest one, but it's going to be like you're hugging a tree. So you can take a weight per hand, your feet back on the floor. That just helps your back stay ribs connected to the mat. And then you open up and you hug. You open up and you hug. And you open and you hug. Open and hug and open. Exhale, and exhale, and exhale. 5, 4, good. Looks good. I like that you're not letting your hand weights touch the floor. Now we're going to be taking an inhale, and as you're ready, we're going to lower that down. And again, take a full body stretch. Lengthen your arms. Nice. And then use your abdominals to come up. And then I'm going to grab a roller. If you have a roller, grab your roller. We're going to do a little bit for the posture muscles here. Mix it up, and then we're going to come back to some hand weights. Now, the roller is, I'll do our posture every time just because it's such an easy thing to deteriorate without intervention because of the way our bodies are always forward. Now your arms are on this roller, and then you go up with your inhale, and then you lower down. Beautiful. Inhale, go up and lower down. Now your neck is soft. You're going to lift up. Go up. Inhale. Neck is soft. Lower down. Go up. I like it. I like how the elbows are long. Good. You might be able to go a little higher as you get warmed up here. Now we're going to stay up on this next one, so hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower. We're going to do 2 more sets. Now you may be aware of your triceps because 10, 9, we're up because we've been using them. 8, so you might even feel them more. 7, 6, shoulders are down the back. 5, 4, that looks good, Betty. 4, 3, 2, lower down. That adjustment was good. And then come back up, inhale and hold. 10, nice, Michelle. 8, good. 7, 6, press. 5, 4, you're pushing down with your arms as you lift up your spine. 2, lower down, and if you would like a child's pose, take that, but if you need a puppy dog pose with your hips in the air, that's fine too. 5, yeah, I like to leave the hands on the roller. It feels nice on the chest. 3, 2, inhale, and exhale. Now, we're going to take a small weight, and we're going to do some external rotations with a hand weight. So you take the most you would do is 5 pounds. So I would say 3, 4, 5. You can take your arm underneath your head like a pillow. Put this elbow by your ribs. Take your hand weight and open up. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to switch it up. $15. Good. Nice job. Very good. And then let's get rid of that. Wait for just a moment. We'll get it out of the way. We're going to go back to a foam roller and we'll do a little bit of our abdominals. So the foam roller is on one end of the mat under our shins. The elbows down on the mat is the other side. Your toes are pointed towards each other, kind of like internal rotation, or we are doing internal rotation. Now, once you're here, I like the foam roller on that muscle, the tibialis anterior, not the bone. Bend the knees and then lengthen. So you're doing an inchworm motion and then a plank. And inhale and exhale. Good. Toes towards each other. Recover for a moment. Any way you need to. I'm going to do a child's pose, but whatever feels good. 5. Now we're going to lift our hips into a pike and then go into a plank. Lift the hips into a pike and go into a plank. Forearms down and lift up and plank. 2, pike and plank. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now recover. I'm just going to adjust my mat a little bit. Good. We're going to do an inchworm corner to corner. So it's going to be knees to the left corner plank, knees to the right corner plank. So when you're ready, bend the knees to the left corner plank, bend the knees to the right corner plank, knees to the left, knees to the right, knees to the left, knees to the right, bend, 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 bend. One more each, bend, bend. And now rest for a moment. Adjust your mat any way you need to. These create a lot of body heat. These are pretty tough, huh? It's also working our arms. Now what we're going to do on the next one is a pike, but to the corner plank. Pike to the corner plank. So a diagonal pike. So when you're ready, knees pretty long here. Go piking up to a corner. Go plank. Pike up to a corner. Pike up to a corner. Pike. Pike. Pike, pike, up, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right. The next set, we're going to break it up. Grab a sip if you need. Is to take a forward and back. It's only a 2 to 4 inch movement. Don't worry if it doesn't feel huge. When you're in this plank, you could just go forward and back a little. It's very small, but boy, the pubic bone pulling up to the navel is good abdominals. So back and forth, 10 more. Back and forth. Make sure your low back isn't dropping. Everybody looks good. 5, 4, just small. 3, but it works. 2. And recover. Woo! Now we're going to take a set of push-ups. You could do these. I'm going to show all sorts of ways, or if you know what you want to do, like Michelle, if you want to go to the wall, go for it. You can go on a wall. You could do an all fours. You could do a knee, like a modified plank. Yeah, there you go. All right, here we go. Let's shoot for 15. If you have to rest in the middle, that's fine. 3, your ear is in line with your shoulder. 4, 5, the pubic bone's pulling under. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Nice job. Good. Take a little tricep stretch and hold. Ah, good job. 5, 4, 3, 2. Take a little tricep stretch and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. And we're going to do one more set of 10 or 15. I want you to determine it. Now you can be on the wall, you can be on the modified, or if you decide you need to do a square one, you can do that, because this is our second set. So try 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then take another tricep stretch. Ooh, 10. Lean a bit. That adds a nice little, yeah, add that lean. Isn't that nice? Ooh. Other side, tricep. Add the lean. All right, let's do a little bit of foam rolling. This is going to release some tension, but it also works your body. Take your upper back on the foam roller. I'm going to put my hair in more of a bun so my ponytail doesn't get caught, but you're going to lift your hips up so that you're in a, it's almost like you're in a bridge plus a roll. Yeah, bridge with your feet, but you're rolling. Now you can be slightly flexed, so you're looking at your knees, or try extension. You can roll right a little bit. And you can roll left a little. Let's try 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and then on the 1, let's take a little bit of that sideways leg. So let elbow down. Now you notice this is side plank muscles that we're using, so we're never collapsing in our shoulder. We've got some tone in our abs. Back and forth. Hip towards the knee, but you're never rolling out the knee. Hip towards the knee, but you're never rolling out the knee. Good. If you, when you're on your side and you gently look down or tilt down, you're going to feel a little bit more of that outer quad. And if you look up, you're going to feel a little bit more of that outer hamstring. Or not actually look up, but your torso tilts up. So I want you to find, Betty, that outer hamstring's probably tight on you, I would say. Yeah. That can pull on the knee. You can find, and for me it's like more than one area, so you feel something, you may pay some attention there. You feel like it's starting to resolve, you go somewhere else. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's, it's kind of cool. Sometimes you can just put your leg out, feel the difference. And one even looks lower, the one we just did. So around the knee, feel how there's less of a band of tension. And we haven't even done the quad yet. So just notice there's not a lot of life has an immediate effect, but this can help release some tension right away. To make it easier, this foot helps you take some body weight by being on the floor. If you were feeling like you don't have enough tension, you could also stack your legs. Usually one foot helps, yeah. Nice. So the cues would be around the hip or greater trochanter. Not quite the knee. You want to leave a few inches there. But if you roll to where your torso is facing up a little, that outer hamstring, biceps femoris, or if you roll like your outer quad is active. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Adjust anything you need to. Now, when we take this next quad, when it feels like you're doing plank, you're going to be on the quads. So you see how you're on a plank position? So you're still going to work your abs because you don't want your abs to sag here. You don't want to get in your low back. Now, you can keep your legs long and turn them out like you're Charlie Chaplin. Externally rotated. You can turn them in like you're pigeon-toed, internally rotated. You can be neutral, toes towards the floor. You can deviate left quad a little bit more, even though your right quad's still on there. Keep breathing. You can deviate right quad a little bit more, even though your left quad's still on there. You can bend the knees, which makes it more intense on the quads. Again, you can sort of cross the ankles to do more inner quad. And you can take the feet wide, knees towards each other to make it. Yeah, so all you do is internal and external rotation. You can even bend and straighten the knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come out, grab a sip. These are harder than you would think because they're like a core. They're doing core work. And you're doing arm work too. And then we're going to take a lat. So the arm is on the roller, and now you just, it's almost like you're an inchworm. You go back and forth, get that attachment, get that lat where it twists, roll onto the shoulder as well. There, if you're going to find different areas for you, but you can just say, observe, do I have any tension where the lat twists? Most people do, and it creates tension in the shoulder and on the back. So this one here can also help the back and the shoulder and the upper back from rounding. So you've got the rear shoulder. If you go back a little further, where do you have tension? If you think you have tension in the tricep, you can roll that out. I tend to have more lat and shoulder and not too much tricep, but you can roll out the back of that arm. Take another inhale. And on your exhale, if you come up and you just sort of take a little inventory. What does the underside of the shoulder feel like? And then you take an inventory and you just feel how it's a little, what's the word, adhesive. Yeah, so we're going to take that side that we did not get now, and let's make that side feel open, less congested. Your back of your armpit is where that lat twists. But if you rotate a little bit, like your sternum's heading towards the sky, you feel a little bit more of that rear shoulder. If you think you have triceps, if you want to, you can try at the back of that arm. And just see. Or see if you find a different place on that shoulder that needs it. Yeah. There's one way you can, it's almost like you're giving yourself a massage. You can release some of that tension. Good, just see how that's all feeling. And 1. Oh, see how that's all feeling? Good job. We are going to use the roller for a posture opener. One end is for your sacrum, one end is for your head, and we're going to take our arms like a field goal post. And the sacrum's at the very end. That way you have enough room for your whole spine to lie back and open up your arms, and then you're finding a place, probably like a Y or a T, that feels good for your arms to rest. Generally the chest will relax more if the arms are resting on something and not dangling. So another way you could add on to the stretch is have the feet soles together. That makes it inner thigh, but if that's too much for you, then don't do that one. Just leave the feet flat. Now just let your exhales relax your chest and shoulders. Now gently take a moment to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And then we're going to slowly start coming up to a seated position. Let your ear go to a shoulder, but without forcing it. Now you can reach your arm down towards the floor away from that ear. And so yeah, your right arm would be away from your right ear. Your hand can help out. Now make sure nothing hurts, but your hand can gently add an assist. Gently tilt your chin towards the chest. Go up and over to the other side. And gently chin towards chest. Come back up and lengthen your spine, and we'll take the hands to the heart and just notice how the body feels with the muscles having been attended to and yet released of any excess tension. The joints, the head, the neck. Feel the softness in the joints. And we'll set an intention to listen to the signals our body is giving us for the next couple hours, in particular, a heightened awareness of communicating with ourselves. They send us signals of drinking, eating healthy foods, fresh air, reading uplifting thoughts all day. And so we're just going to tap into that ultimate wisdom in ourselves, especially heightened in the next couple hours. And if we start to feel out of balance, that we know we can come back and do a few breathing exercises and reclaim that peace that is innately ours. And whenever you're ready, you can let your eyes open and come back into the room with much care. Thank you guys so much. Good job. Good job. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.